Hey guys, what's up? Shin0555 here, coming back at ya with another drawing video. And today's video we're going to be drawing Spot the dog from the Eric Hill story. This is an old one. I remember Spot the dog when I was a kid growing up. I didn't realize it's still around, so really wasn't ever expecting to get this as a request, but this was requested by the Gamer Lover 2023, so thank you so much for the request. Yeah, so we're pretty much going to be drawing Spot today. So, but before we get our pencils, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That really does help me out. But other than that, let's get our pencils ready, and let's jump in. Alright guys, so what we're going to do here is hold our paper landscape. We usually do it portrait, but today we're doing it landscape because he's more longer than taller. So we're going to have our paper landscape, and what we're going to do here is we're going to just draw a nice kind of oval on like an angle, like that. And then what we do here is get a nice circle right here. And then off that circle what we're going to do is get kind of like a little oval right here for a leg, and it's going to go into another circle right there. Then we're going to get an oval right here for his front paw, and then we're going to get a circle here and a circle here for his feet, and then the tail is pretty much going to go out this way. And this is pretty much what you need, or a good starting point to start drawing Spot here. Again, he kind of looks like a balloon dog now that I'm looking at it because of all the circles and ovals that we have. But if you have some shape that looks something like this, this should be good enough to start. So we're going to start with his head here, and if you want to do the crosshairs, they'd be something like this. But what we're going to do is start off drawing his nose. So his nose is just this nice big oval like that. And I'm just going to darken this in. So you get a nice big oval, and you can kind of shade this in as well. There's going to be a few parts that we are going to shade in, the nose being one of them. But after you got the nose down, kind of like somewhere in the middle of this oval, what we're going to do is start right about here, and we're going to draw a nice big curve line that curves around and then up like that. And then what we're going to do is draw a nice little curve line that curves inwards like this. So you get a nice little almost C shape that goes on the end of this line. And this line's just going to curve around and then up like that. And now I'll zoom in a little bit more. Now what we're going to do is right about here, we're going to get a nice, I'm going to keep this light for now. You're going to get a nice little U shape like that. And then what we're going to do is add in the tongue. So the tongue's actually fairly easy. We're going to start right here and draw a curve line, curve it in like this. And then we'll draw another line bumping out. This one will extend down a little bit more and then in like that. And then you can erase the overlap. This is why I drew it light, so we can erase that. And then you just darken in the rest of the line here like so. And now we could jump into placing his eyes. So his eyes are going to be a little bit higher. They're going to be right about here. And his eyes are very simple, like kind of right at the end of this line. You're going to get a nice little circle about that big, and you're going to just shade that in. And then right about here, kind of like right before this part, so like right about there, we're just going to get another circle about the same size, and we're just going to shade that in. And now that we have that done, we can kind of draw on his head. So I'm going to start right about here, and we're going to kind of follow this oval that we have. In fact, if you were to extend this line out, it would go up and then kind of over like that, kind of go into it. But what I'm going to do here is we're just going to darken in this line, and we're going to get to about here, and then the line's going to bend, like almost when you, like right above the eye, it's going to bend over and then down like that for the ear. And then for this ear, it just simply goes out, over, and then up, like so. And now that we got all that done, what we could kind of do here is start right at the edge of the mouth. And you're just going to get a nice U shape that, or a nice curve line that hugs kind of the mouth shape here until we get to about there. And now this is where we're going to draw in the first paw. So the first paw is going to start off right about here. And if you want to, you can kind of do a circle so we can get the curve right. So on this circle, what we're going to do is start right about here and draw a nice little curve line going down and then over, and it's going to go like end up right about here. And all you're going to do is just kind of for the toes or the paws, you're going to draw a curve line going up and then over, and then here we're just going to curve it over and then up, and then here we're just going to hit one more bump up, curve over, and then stop right about there. Again, this, like, if you were to complete it, it would kind of match with the circle, but we're going to stop right here because you do want like a little bit of a space in between there like that. So now that we got his head and his first paw, we can kind of get the body shape now. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and now we're going to actually extend this out a little bit more so that you can probably get like 2 circle lengths. But basically what we're going to do is kind of start right here on the ear, and then just draw a nice curve line curving down and then in like that. So you go up and then kind of go down. And then when you hit down, we're going to just quickly turn this up like that, round this off a little bit, and then go down to about here. And then once we have that done, we can kind of adjust this oval here. It's going to go down like this, and the paw is going to be right about there, and then he's going to have his little body like that. So what we're going to do is now jump into this leg. So where this line kind of ends, what we're going to do is just draw a nice kind of curve line kind of hugging this oval that we have there. And then for this foot, what it's going to do, there's going to be a line going out, then it's going to curve down, and then what we're going to do is wrap it around like we did the other paw, and we get one bump, and then we're going to do another curve line to get another bump, and then one more bump, and then this one's going to go up to about here, and then it's going to curve in and go back to following that oval that we have there, like that. And now for the stomach, it's a very simple curve line that goes from here to the first paw. And then for the rest of the paws, you pretty much just draw like this part, just right here and then here. So what we're going to do is have a straight line going down, and then just get that one bump, and that 2 bump, and then the 3rd bump there like that. And then same thing on this end, just draw a line going straight down, and then curve, got a bump, get another bump, and another bump like that. And then just to finish him off here, what we can do is draw a nice little curve line on his tail there, right about there. And then last thing, and I'll actually erase some of these guidelines just to make it clearer. And again, this is always a pro tip. Draw light, so when you do need to erase, it actually goes away and you're left with the lines that you want. That's usually like a rookie mistake. You just draw too hard at the start and then you're left with a bunch of lines you can't erase. But once you got that down, all we need to do is draw his iconic spot, which is this nice big circle right in the middle of him. And very much like the nose and the eyes, you could actually shade this part in as well. I'll do a quick job of that. We can also do in the tail here as well. And then we could do it with his mouth, or the inside of his mouth. Just real quick, real quick. Does make it look a little bit more finished if you shade those parts in. But I'll wipe the page down here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you draw Spot the dog from the Eric Hill story. So I will put the sketch we just did up here. I will put the inked version I did beforehand up there as well, and they're not going to stay, so I'm going to need to put my finger there as I adjust the camera. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you again, the Gamer Lover 2023, for the request. I really do appreciate it. Also, if you guys have any requests you want me to draw, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. And then just tune in on Sundays, and hopefully your request comes up. But other than that, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That really does help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.